The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Nelly, Nelz in the building. My guy, welcome to the show, bro.
Good looking, my brother.
How are you today?
We good. We feeling good. Better than ever.
I'm glad to have you here.
I'm glad for you having me here. You know what I'm saying?
It's a blessing.
It embraces our culture.
Right. It's crazy. Like I told, so I had these two guys here. They from Bushwick yesterday. They're not Spanish rappers, but they Puerto Rican, right? And I was telling them that I think like I've had more Latino artists on this show who speak Spanish and who don't speak Spanish in 2 weeks of the year than I've had maybe in the entirety of this show. And I think that's been beautiful, whether it's you, Boo Boo, Chucky, CJ, Starker and Wild, who was here yesterday, because we was talking yesterday, and, you know, this is a conversation that pertains to all Latinos in New York. You know, in Bushwick, they had the Avenue of the Puerto Rico sign. And they were trying to take that shit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were trying to replace it with just the Graham Avenue sign, whatever, And we were talking about how oftentimes, like, in New York, our communities are disrespected, right? But at the same time, you don't ever see them go to like Little Italy and be like, oh, we're gonna get rid of the Little Italy thing, or they not gonna touch Chinatown. But when it comes to Hispanic communities, they're not afraid to go and then take down the sign that says Avenue of the Puerto Ricos and shit like that.
Not lying about that.
And I think that's a very potent conversation that I want to bring up with every Spanish artist from New York who I have here, because I'm like, even from where you're from in the Bronx, there's probably some experiences that you've had where you can even attest to they're trying to make our communities go away.
Man, recently, man, we just lost our park.
You just lost your park? Okay. On what street?
On Morris 184, right there. Basketball court, all that.
So what they tear it down to put there?
What they doing, a building up there?
Like a gentrification building?
That's the only like, that's all grow up since kids to adults playing basketball, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of video shoots we did there.
Right.
They took that away from us.
Yeah. It's crazy, like, seeing, too, like, even, you know, me growing up with my abuela in the Bushwick community, too, is, like, just seeing how things change over the course of, because I'm pretty sure you and I are probably around the same age. I'm 26. Like, it's crazy seeing how things change and how, even though our communities are still very much there, and there's still very much, you know, Latinos in these communities, and they see a couple of people, other type of people move in, and then it's like, oh, okay, well, it's not your community anymore. It's their community.
That's how they see it, 100%.
And it's like, I don't know. I just think we have to speak up, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, that sucks about the basketball court and just, you know, taking away a place where a lot of
we try to do many things. Signatures from this 9 haps. You know how it go.
Of course.
They got the power to do whatever they want.
And I be thinking about that too. It's like people always like, oh, we got to do petitions, we got to do this, we got to do that. But
shit ain't work for us.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, how far do a lot of these things really go? What my friend who was here with me yesterday brought up, he said that if somebody wasn't there while they were taking down the sign, to be like, yo, why are you taking down the sign? Like, you know how many Puerto Ricans live in this neighborhood? That they wouldn't have gone and put it back up.
So that's why we can't give up.
Yeah. That's why I want to keep helping push this New York, you know, the Spanish artists who are here in New York. I want to, you know, help shed more light on that and also spread that awareness that they're, you know, that one, we're here, right? We exist.
Yes.
We matter.
Yes. There's a movement out here.
There's a movement out here in New York too. We matter.
Yeah.
And that's what, you know, these past couple weeks has been, you know, a goal of mine. Shout out my brother Ren in the building, who really been helping me out with linking me with a lot of people, like incredible people like yourself. So yeah, that's why I'm happy to have you here, man, because I want to make sure people see us.
Appreciate that.
Because I feel like all the time we get overlooked.
We need that. Especially, listen, all my career I've been trying to let the world know there's a Spanish movement in New York. You know, because usually we have to go either to Puerto Rico or Dominican Republic to pop. Why? When they over there and they're trying to get to New York. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You trying to come over
backwards.
here.
It's backwards.
We out here, but we got to go over there to make it happen.
It's crazy.
So it's beautiful, you know? And I appreciate that, Gabe. 100%.
Bro. Why do you feel like there isn't as much of a spotlight on it here? Like, why do you feel like it hasn't gotten the proper attention yet? In your own words.
I think it's because that the people behind the artists, executive, you know what I'm saying? They go to this Latin places, maybe because the first language spoken out here is English. You know, so what I think is that it's easier for them to reach out, spend less money,
Right.
you know, what I'm saying? In those foreign countries than doing it from here.
Definitely.
You go to DR and remember dollars 57, 56 pesos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Paying a DJ in DR $200 gonna spin you for like a month. For example, you know, I'm just throwing numbers there. Out here, you probably gotta drop 2 bands. You see the difference?
Yeah.
And I think that's what's going on really.
Yeah. I didn't even think about it like that too. In terms of like having like spins, like paying a DJ out there to spin your record versus out here.
All of that, and I've seen it with artists that's popping now. That's from here. We go to DR and they paying us, but they gotta pay the artist that's lit out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I think the difference is. You know, the growth. You know, maybe that's one of the reasons. Others I think is we gotta get organized. We gotta keep going. It's a new movement. In New York, and I think it's just we got to get organized and keep going and keep pushing. I think we're going in the right route, you know. And people like you know, giving us opening doors, you know, that's what we need. You know.
Do you ever think has it ever been like, you know, obviously we talk about DR. Do you ever feel like sometimes New York artists, right, aren't accepted by the island? Has that ever been the case?
Oh yeah, many times. They treat you like you're foreign. You're not from here. You're from New York. You know. So that's all the time. That's it works like that.
Do you think that's also a reason why it's also tough to blow up as a New York Spanish artist?
I believe it is one of the reasons because they don't open the doors. They ain't giving you no passes. You know, you gotta go and get it. You know, I'm okay with that. You know, though I'm okay with that. We're gonna force our way in.
Right. Because even like if you look at, you know, we talk about like the trap sound here, the reggaeton. There's reggaeton in New York too that's popping. There's drill, like
Yes.
you know yourself, Boo Boo. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys are diverse artists. You guys can do anything.
I took that drill to Dominican Republic. I said about 2 years ago.
2 years ago, okay.
First tour with Doba Montana.
Okay.
Went over there, and when I was performing the drill in DR, I was surprised because you know DR is more the dembow, you know, dembow and trap.
Yeah.
They never heard the drill, and look what happened. It started a new drill movement. We got new artists over there doing the drill. We was even trending recently. I jumped in a remix, Bailando Drill remix, and we was trending top 10 Dominican Republic.
Oh wow,
with a
congrats.
drill.
Congrats.
With a drill, you know, it never been done before. People even said that's not gonna pop in Dominican Republic. We made it happen, you know. So trap was already accepted, you know, and if people know the history, started here.
Right.
Spanish trap movement started here,
Right.
you know. Messi, Alito, and them, you know.
And I feel like people need to give Messia his flowers too, just off the rip too.
Yeah,
for
100%.
you know what I'm saying?
You know, the music was being done before,
Of course.
him, but he was the one who gave it that.
And being from here, and
Let's
yeah,
go.
Yeah.
You know, everybody opened their eyes and said, "Hold up, we got to do that."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Puerto Rican artists, Colombian, worldwide, Spanish artists said, "You know what? We could make money out of this trap, Latin music." That's why we have to give him his flowers.
Right. It's like you gotta give two sets of people their flowers: the people who originally started it, and then the people who made it hot. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Because neither would exist without the other.
Facts.
Neither would exist without the other. And I think that's important, especially coming from living in America. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, there's so many artists out here. Like, I feel like there was a long time ago that there was a record that like J Balvin had with an artist from out here. I forgot who it was, but I couldn't remember we were talking about it. But I think about like, you know, as bigger artists are connecting, you know, with artists from out here. Like that's dope. Like I saw, I think it was like a picture of you with Jim and Akana.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's beautiful.
Like that's dope.
That's
Three
beautiful.
different artists together.
Yep. Yeah, Jim got me 2 times an album, Spanish album he's doing.
Oh, okay, that's you're on the
bro.
Spanish album.
Yeah. 2
Well,
records.
wait.
Got 2 records in there.
Let's talk about the Spanish album real quick. So you're on 2 of the records.
Yeah.
We all know Jim is. If you don't know, Jim is Spanish. Okay, he's fully embracing it this time around. Super excited for this. I need you to tell me, how is he? Is he rapping in Spanish on those
Yes,
songs?
he is.
How's it sound?
Fire, dope.
You helping him?
Listen, Jim don't need no help with the Spanish, man. Jim got it, man.
He good like that.
He good like that, man. He good like that. And the funny thing is, for the first record, it was supposed to be Jim, Doba, and myself.
Okay.
I got to the studio late due to an accident I had, right? Get to the studio, they did their record. Jim said, yo, you know what? We're going to do a separate record. Jim ain't had no drill records in the album.
Okay.
Did a Spanish drill record. Second time around, I pull up to speak about the video shoot we're gonna do. He's doing a record with 30 artists from Mass.
Okay.
Before I left, he's like, "Where you going? You ain't going nowhere. I need another verse. Let's go, Jim. Whatever you say. That's a legend. Jim is a legend to us. You know what I'm saying? I grew up listening to Dipset. You know, so it's a beautiful thing. And there you go. That's another gentleman that's helping our community in New York. Letting the world know, yes, we could do it from New York. Latinos, let's go.
Right. And so so you got the one song. Is this you and Jim on one song then?
Yeah.
And then the other song is with Arcángel.
30. Nah, I'm not in the record with Arcángel.
Oh, you're just there. Okay.
The record with Arcángel is and I felt so good when I pull up to that video because Arcángel saw me. He's like, yo, I appreciate you coming, bro, because you're not in the record. And everybody told me we were supposed to have Nelz in this record. And you still in the video shoot here showing love and letting the world know you happy for this, what's going on. Because Arcángel ain't had to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't had to do that. He came, he put Chucky in the record, Doba Montana, Young Flow.
Wow.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
this is all kind of happening at a great time then.
Yes.
Like
yes.
what I'm doing with Jim. That's
it's
crazy. I didn't even know that Jim's album was that deep like that too.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think about how all that's kind of coming together.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Congrats on that. You know, because we were also like before we were talking about like the fusion of like hip hop and like Spanish music with Baby and I'm blanking on his name. What's his name now? I'm blanking. I remember. Ñengo. Thank you. See, he said it before and now I started blanking. So with Baby and Ñengo Flow, like, how do you feel about like this merging now? Like, because now that Jim does this type of album, it opens up the doors to more of obviously on that Baby level, we know that that's happened, right? But now it also opens up a different type of level of collaboration between Spanish artists and English speaking artists. Because like I think if you think about it too, like, you know, all the artists who were on Jim's Gangsta Grills tape, they gonna see this tape. You know what I'm saying? Like you think like Dusty Lil Kane, you know, when he comes out,
They're gonna be looking.
he'll be looking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, how do you personally feel about now this merger? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like it's been a long time coming? Do you think it's been happening on the low, or how do you feel?
Nah. I feel like you said it happened at a major label. You know what I'm saying? Major artists.
Right.
You know, Ñengo, Lil Baby, those 2 pioneers already in the game. You know.
Yeah.
But at our level, I think now is being respected. You know, the grind. You know, because I think they've been watching us grinding for a while. You know, because it surprised me when we was having a conversation. He mentioned a few artists he's been looking at. You know, so they and I know a lot of these artists have their cousins that watch our level of music, you know, and always suggesting, you know, for example, over here, that you got people that let you know, yo, this artist popping.
Yeah.
Holla at him, bring him in.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that been happening for a while, but now they opening up the eyes and open up the doors for us.
Word.
So, yeah, we needed that. 100% we needed that.
Right, and we got to keep it going after this too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
it don't stop.
after the Jim Jones.
Yeah, you have to think when that drops. You have to think and say, you know what? Boom. What's next?
Right.
You got to be prepared.
And I think we have to do like, I always would tell people, I'm like, the reason why, the Spanish market is so much stronger than like the English market too is like, obviously certain people don't like each other in there, right? Just like in the English market, that's fine, that happens. But if you look at like, I remember like it was one day back in like 2019, like right when Bad Bunny first really kind of started moving the way he was moving, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You go under like a Bad Bunny post, right? And all you saw was like, Daddy, Anuel, Wisin, Yanda, like, you know what I'm saying?
The
You
support.
saw, and then you go to you go to Anuel's page or you go to Ozuna's page,
And you see the same
and you
thing.
see the support there.
The support.
You know what I'm saying? And that I think is very telling and very it shows why the Latin industry is so much bigger than the American industry. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I think one of the things is too, business wise,
Mhm.
and the American market, right, is very gangster
Definitely.
compared to the Spanish industry. There's certain things that happen in the Spanish industry that is almost impossible to make it happen in the English. You know what I'm saying? There's certain drill rappers that you can't tell them like, yo, listen, I'm gonna have you in the same building with such and such. You know what I'm saying? It's $1 million ball game. You win? No, like 90% of these motherfuckers gonna be like, hell no, we don't give a fuck about $1 million. We gonna smoke. You know what I'm saying? We gonna smoke dude if we see him.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's one of the major things I think with the English market. But I'm gonna tell you one thing that's helping us now. Like we got Preem in the building, right? We got a record. Me, Preem, M. Dot, Koi, Rax. Those are English drill rappers right now. Hip hop artists.
Right.
I'm a Spanish artist. So when you see this fusion going on between us,
Yeah.
it's gonna wake up the Jim Jones. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The Arcángel. It's gonna wake them up.
Yeah.
Be like, yo, hold up. That's a good sound over there. We need to start doing that.
Right.
And I think that's also one of the influences of them waking up now too. As you see it now in the community, we are very involved. The Latinos and the blacks. Very, you don't see that difference no more. Like when, like I'll say like 06, 05, in high school, 09, in high school, you had a lot of fights.
Yeah.
Even in the jails, 100%. All my guys, I speak to them. You know, it ain't like before. We had the Spanish on the one side by himself. Blacks in another side. Nah. It's mixed now.
Mhm.
We understood that, you know what I'm saying? We the same thing. Over there, they gonna still look at me the same way they're gonna look at Preem. And you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. 1,000%.
Yeah. That's one of the things that's happening too. That's helping us now too.
Yeah. Everybody's one.
That's it.
Everybody's one.
Human race. That's it.
So with that being said, right? Obviously, you talk about the record you got with them. What else you have cooking out? What's
Right
going on for you
now,
this year?
I just dropped an EP, Calle 84, 84.
Yep.
And all the records in the EP is My Block, Crescent on My Side, Grand Conquest, Morris, Walton, Jerome, Davidson. That's how I named all the records. Beautiful EP. I hit the Latin charts album, top album.
Oh, congratulations.
I believe, number 6.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? So
Congrats.
I did good on that. I'm working right now with one of the best Latin trap artists that we had that made the history with Anuel Coronamo. A joint EP right now, me and Lito Quirino.
Okay.
Yeah.
When we getting that?
Sometime February we're gonna drop.
Okay.
Yeah.
So about maybe by the time you see this out, so
Yeah,
we'll check
yeah.
it out.
Just shot right now with one of the hottest Puerto Rican drill and trap artists a movie recently, Young Chimmy.
No Chimmy, okay.
Yeah, Young Chimmy, Blackie Drippy, and myself. We just shot that. Got a lot of projects coming up. I signed dropping soon with M. Preem, Basque La Pesa, a Spanish artist from New Jersey. We working.
Let me find out Jersey got a little Spanish wave too.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, I'm gonna have to tap in.
Yeah, top man, they do. Everything is moving right now. You know, got a couple of new things going on with Ñengo Flow.
Yep.
You know?
Oh, so you have stuff with
Yeah. I got 2 records. No, actually 2 records, which is mine's. You know,
Okay.
and then I'm involved in about 2 other records with him.
So like
Features.
four
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
four
yeah,
together.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
fire.
yeah.
Little EPs worth of music.
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
Dope. How do y'all first meet too?
In the streets. His DJ is
Okay.
brothers with one of my close friends, you know. So I pull up to one of the show, the vibe was there, and after that, Ñengo just every time he hit New York, yo, Nelz, I need you to pull up. You know, the music came out of nowhere. Remember when Designer dropped the Panda?
Yeah.
Everybody did a Panda remix. So we did a Panda remix. And Ñengo saw it on my gram. He was like, yo, you do music? I like that verse. I pulled up on him. He had a show in Queens. And he said, yo, send me the record. Open verse. Just like that. And jump on it. Left to PR, came back to New York. We shot the movie. Got about 17, 18 million views on that one.
Insane.
Yeah.
So we got a lot going on, man.
A lot going on, man.
I'm excited for you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't gonna stop, Gabe. I'm telling you, man.
So you got the collab project on the way.
Yep.
That's out in February, so make sure you check that out.
Yes, sir.
What other project you have? You got another project coming this year too that you gotta know about?
Yeah. I'm waiting on I'm waiting right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm waiting on release.
Okay.
You know, label release right now, so I could go ahead and do my thing.
Got you. Well, coming soon. He said.
You know what I'm saying?
Please. Well, look, man, it's been great having you here. Make sure y'all go check that. He's doing circles on my studio now. Make sure you go check out the freestyle. That is out now. Killed that. Before we get out of here, anything else you want to let the people know where they can follow you at, all that good stuff? This camera right here.
Nelly Nelz official. Nelly Nelz official everywhere. You know, go get that Calle 84. Calle 84 EP. Straight drill.
Boom. There you go. Well, make sure you go get the project out now. Go run up the freestyle. That's out now. Go run up everything he has. Go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Support is free. But y'all already knew that. Till next time, Nelly Nelz on the radar. We out. Boom. My guy. Love.
Appreciate that, Gabe.